How big is that pot that you cook in each morning at 5 a.m.?
You can fill it with 500.
500?
Mexico City. It's one of the largest cities in the world. That means a lot of mouths to feed. But today, I'll be meeting a few people who are up to this challenge.
Do you know how many tamales you're making in a day?
3,000 tamales, just in 8 hours.
Wow.
They have double shifts. Well, you have to make the counts.
Oh.
Today, I'm on a mission to discover some of Mexico's mega food factories.
I've never seen any tamales that look like this. What is going on here?
Facilities, manufacturers, and street-side cookeries, kicking out massive amounts of food. From local staples
I'm gonna show you how you can know if you are eating a real tortilla.
to the most soft, succulent meat you've ever laid eyes on.
Is that a nose? Trompa? A freaking nose.
And it all starts right here.
Do you know how many they have here? They have 16 different kinds of tamales.
16 different tastes.
That's so many.
Our first location is right here, Tamale. This company has its own factory that produces over a dozen varieties of tamale, but we'll get more into that later.
It's like fast food for Mexico, okay? You go to the office and you haven't had breakfast today and it's like, oh, in every street you can find them. So it's easy and it's really cheap.
Eating with me today from Mexico City, Carolina.
This one is kind of the classic. What would you call this?
Verde.
I've become very familiar with verde so far in this trip.
First stop, chicken tamale with green salsa.
You have to unwrap it. Oh, with your hands. You don't need the fork.
Okay.
It's better.
Sure.
A corn husk is wrapped around corn dough, which is wrapped around the fillings.
Oh.
Now you do need the fork. It's too juicy.
Okay.
In this case, salsa and chicken, but the fillings can be anything you can imagine.
What do you think?
The flavors are pretty mild, nothing too intense. It has like a fluffy corn taste to it, and it's a little dry.
That's the point.
It's supposed to be dry.
Yeah, sure.
You love dry things.
Yeah, I love dry things.
We don't have that in common. This is the classic. It's got chicken, a little bit of protein, tons of corn, a little salsa verde to spice it up. Here's my understanding though with tamales. I thought you always put stuff inside.
Not all the time, but the majority of the times.
Oscar, I would shake your hand, but that would not be hygienic. It said I'll give you a Japanese bow. It's a very deep bow. That means great respect.
Hola.
And also, hola.
Meet the creator of 16 different tamale varieties, Chef Oscar. Right now, a fresh batch of tamales is being produced by his
Do
team.
you know how many tamales you're making in a day?
¿Sabes cuántos tamales se hacen en el día?
3,000 tamales en un día.
3,000 tamales, just in 8 hours.
Wow.
They have double shifts. Well, you have to make the counts.
Oh, no, okay, I can do this. 5 million. I've seen tamales before, but I've never seen any tamales that look like this. What is going on here?
It's a sugar tamale.
So this is gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
The process starts with the dough. In a mixer, he adds butter, brown sugar, baking powder, food coloring, and lard, a semi-solid white fat product obtained by rendering the fatty tissue of a pig. Then, corn flour and water.
And then why is it pink?
It's just the representative color of here in Mexico.
Does it taste a little pink?
No.
Now that they have all their ingredients, it's time to assemble. The dough and raisins are set on a corn husk bed. Unlike the other tamales, this one doesn't have fillings inside.
After this, they are gonna steam it, and then we get to finally try it.
Yeah.
Now, it's not morning time. How do you feel about having the tamale for dinner?
I don't really like it, and I think that every Mexican knows that it's just for breakfast.
Okay, let's skip it completely. That's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That was up to Caroline. We are out of the factory, out of those clothes, and we're stylish again. Right here, sweet breakfast tamale. It is like the frosted cornflakes of tamale.
And it's my favorite. What do you think? Oh my gosh.
Could use a little butter.
I think that you need coffee with it.
Yes. You're supposed to have a special drink with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Hola. Dos atoles, por favor.
Yeah, if they have chocolate.
How do you say chocolate?
Chocolate.
Oh yeah, pate chocolate.
Chocolate,
I
yes,
learned that
that's right.
in second grade.
Well,
here you go.
Thank you.
What is this called?
Atole. Milk, but thicker.
Does it come from a cow?
Yeah.
There's chocolate in there?
Yeah, it is.
So I'm gonna get another bite here.
Try it. What do you think now?
Bingo.
Yeah?
Nailed it. Oh my gosh, you know, it's like we had Bonnie without Clyde, Aladdin without Jasmine.
A Tom without Jerry.
Yeah, Tom without Jerry?
Jerry?
Oh, Jerry. I'm just teasing you.
Coming up, we're headed to a street food stall that's prepping mind-blowing, massive amounts of meat in these giant cauldrons. But first, that meat needs a place to go, the tortilla.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Santiago and Daniella co-founded this factory 5 years ago, producing and distributing 1,000 pounds of corn dough, or masa, every day, half of which is made into tortillas.
What do you think that it's a special thing about this place? I mean, your place.
We make the nixtamal. This process is an ancient process that has with us almost 5,000 a year, and we are losing it.
Let's jump into the process. From beginning to end, can you tell me every step? I know it starts with water, and then what?
Just start.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we only need 3 ingredients: water, limestone, and corn. Limestone, we call it cal viva. It's the most pure form of limestone.
So I have a lot of questions about the limestone.
When the water mixes with limestone, it creates a chemical reaction, softening the stone and heating the water.
What is the purpose of mixing that with the corn? What does that do?
This process is called nixtamalization.
It's modifying the protein chains in the corn, make it digestible for us. The second one is, have you ever grabbed a taco and it has broken up? Yeah.
I hate that.
That happens when you don't have an nixtamalized tortilla.
That's why they use 2 tortillas.
Oh, is that why?
One of the reasons, yeah, I'm sure.
After boiling, the corn will be put to rest for 12 hours.
And then the next morning we come
And we put in the grinder.
and then we have the masa.
The nixtamalized corn is ground inside a giant grinding machine.
What's the favorite one?
The favorite one is the blue one.
The result is this bluish-green color.
Where I come from, we use about one type of corn. Here, though, corn is such a huge part of the diet in Mexico. Therefore, there's so many different types of corn being used.
Just in Mexico, we have 60 different types of corn.
60.
60.
How does that change the tortilla? Is it changing the flavor? Is it texture?
Blues and reds have more antioxidants than the yellow one. The yellow one, since the color is paler, so it can absorb more sun and it tends to create more sugar naturally.
After grinding, they move the dough to a multi-purpose tortilla-making monster. It kneads the dough as it's fed into the machine. Then it stamps out tortillas and sends them to the oven.
We don't only make tortillas, we can also make gorditas, tlacoyos, tamales with this
this
same
dough.
dough.
Everyone in Mexico knows to cook a tortilla requires not 2, but 3 flips.
It would go from the first rack to the second to the third, and it will make the 3 cooking stages that the tortilla needs.
And it pops. If it pops, it means
Well done.
well
Yes.
done. Yeah,
It's even said that if your tortilla puffs, you can get married now.
After baking, it pops out, ready to pop into the nearest mouth.
This is what I'm most excited for. These are super fresh. They just popped out of the machine.
And they are blue.
And they're blue. Look how gorgeous these are, please.
Thank you.
Here's a little bit of salt.
Okay, yeah, this is a salt taco.
Yeah.
Is this like what you would eat in college?
No,
We have this.
Okay, then a little bit of
just salsa.
Salsa too.
Little bit.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
That's so good.
Yeah, I know.
It's good, right?
Wow, I know this is like the foundation, but it's a delicious foundation. Obviously on here, you're stacking meat, you're stacking even more flavors, but it's surprisingly soft. It's so soft. And I've always loved flour tortillas. Hold on, let me chew a little bit more. Oh. A lot of the corn tortillas I've had have just been more like crumbly, falling apart, and sometimes dry in your mouth.
Too much limestone.
Too much?
Yeah.
This is fantastic. Can I have one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
It took 3 years to understand it
Yes.
completely.
It's astounding listening to you two. I feel like I'm in a master class for tortillas. How, when I go out into the world now, how do I know if I'm getting the best tortilla?
Add lime. If the color change to purple, you are eating a real tortilla.
If it doesn't change, I get my money back?
Maybe not.
Start changing.
Yeah.
That is wild. YouTube, thank you so much for all your knowledge and for sharing your passion with us. I've learned a lot, but now I must travel on my own. I must go out there to Mexico City and find my own taqueria.
Taqueria.
But now I have the knowledge, so thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Welcome to the wild world of Carnitas. This is my man Ruben, the owner. He's in charge here.
Here at Carnitas, I've come to see how they make carnitas from the beginning.
Right here, pig. Just in this one container, it's about 250 kilograms. That's over 500 pounds, and he's doing over 1,000 pounds each day.
This is one of the most iconic foods in all of Mexico, and it all starts by simmering a combination of pig parts for hours until the meat breaks down and becomes soft and tender. So which pig parts do they use? Well,
Oh, is that a nose?
all of them.
Trompa, a freaking nose. Oreja. The ear right here. Basically, every part of the pig is in here. I know what you're thinking. Wow, they're boiling all these pig parts in all this dark water. No, This is lard, animal fat that it's kind of bubbling in for hours until it gets super, super soft.
Animal lard is ubiquitous in this city's cuisine, from the tamales we tried earlier to carnitas and even chicharrón.
Now, different people order different parts. Some people might want ear, some people might want leg, some people want more fatty meat, some people want more dry meat. Either way, you can order it. They're gonna take it from here to the assembly area. That's where it gets chopped into little meat.
Carnitas literally means little meats because after the braising process, it'll be chopped into tiny pieces before making its way to a tortilla.
Oh, what is this? Intestines. He's mixing all that in. Chop, chop, chop. That's gonna hit the flat top. Boom, sizzle. He's got the tortilla shells right here. They're on the flat top too. He flips in some meat. Slap some salsa on it, and that's gonna be an awesome lunch.
But there's one restaurant who serves this food a little differently. They skip the tortilla altogether in favor of a gordita. Let me show you what I mean.
Ivan?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How many years do you have here with the business?
Desde 1960.
1960.
Oh, from 1960 till now. That has to be before your dad, right? Maybe your grandpa?
Era trabajador anteriormente.
Oh, his dad just was a worker here and then he owns the business.
Oh, that's cool. I'm looking at the menu behind you is loaded with food. So are you serving just carnitas or a lot of other stuff too?
There's other kind of food, but the specialty here in the house is gorditas.
The gordita, take corn dough and smash it into a disc, then fry it in oil. And when it's cooked through, cut it in half and stuff it with deliciousness. In this case, carnitas, also made in a giant stainless steel vessel.
First of all, how big is that pot that you cook in each morning at 5 a.m.?
400 liters.
400 liters. Like, could you fit your whole body in there?
Cuatro.
4 bodies.
Like
Wow.
each day, todos los días?
Sí.
Each day, you think he's cooking bodies every day? Like human bodies? So that's really big, guys. I don't know, if you have other better measurements, let me know. Like, how many watermelons could you fit in there?
500 melones.
You can fill it with 500 melons.
500 melons?
Kilo.
Wow.
And how many people do you receive here daily?
No. Hold on, sorry. How many pineapples?
How
No, you're right.
Today, we're gonna try 3 different carnita fillings with the gordita. After frying, the gordita is stuffed with carnita fillings of your choosing. The meat is then topped with onions, herbs, salsa, and some lime on the side.
We have all of our gorditas here. How do you say like carnitas, gorditas?
Gorditas de carnitas.
What is de?
De, it's with.
I thought con is with.
You can also say that. It's like off.
Our final meal, the combo platter. Carnitas from the pig snout, the ribs, and some back meat. That's Caroline's favorite cut.
So I think we should start with the one you like and then work our way up maybe to the nose.
Okay.
One lime. Ooh, I dropped a seed in there. Wow, that bread on the outside is so good. It's just so crunchy.
It's amazing, right?
It is amazing. The taste is very good, and I especially love the breading. The meat's a little bit dry.
I prefer to be dry.
Have your parents disowned you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just never heard someone say, oh, I like the dry meat. I'm gonna put some sauce on there. Salsa verde. It's a little spicy, but it's delicious.
Great, right?
Fuego.
Pica.
Caliente.
Let's try the rib one.
Man, everywhere in Mexico, people love lime. I've never seen so many limes and avocados in my life. It's awesome.
It's our thing. So are you ready?
Yes, let's go for it. Wow, that pork is delicious. For me, that's a perfect balance. Little fat, little protein, very tender, mild flavors. That's really good.
Yes, it is.
This is good, but man, that is heavy. Is this everyday food?
Every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
How many calories do you think it's for one of
I
these?
don't really want to count.
I don't want to either.
I'm going to be worried after all.
If you were iffy on the ribs, this is really gonna kill you. This is the snout.
Oh no.
Look at this piece right here.
I'm going to do it for you.
This is basically just fat now. All the face meat is just really fatty. It's almost like gummy, very
Yeah,
gelatinous.
That's the thing I hate about it.
You know what? Most Americans don't like that texture.
The taste is almost the same. The texture is the thing that I hate.
That's a really good point. You need to find that perfect ratio for you between protein and fat. I agree this is a little much. It's fun to try, but it's super fatty, super heavy, and just kind of gooey.
The question, what's your favorite one?
Wow. Of the 3, my favorite, absolutely the rib. You just have to find that perfect balance between being juicy, fatty, but still having protein. But the presentation is my most favorite part. I've been here like 5 days. I've had 1,000 tacos. No, 1,000,000. And so tacos are great, but you need variety, right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
the texture of the gordita, the way it's packaged up, the way it's like nice and
The
easy
way
to
it
eat
crunches.
it. The crunch. For me, my favorite part is seeing the huge volume here. There's so much food. He's saying you could put 4 human bodies in there.
And 500 melons, don't forget it.
Yeah, 500 melons. Best Ever Food Review Show is a small team of independent creators, and everything we do here works because of you guys. Click the link in our description to join our Patreon and receive exclusive benefits. A peace. I'm trying to think of a good joke that I haven't made 1,000 times before. Can't think of anything. I think a good place to start is, what does carnitas mean?
Es una tradición de mi familia.
Little meat.
Little meat?
Yeah.
Is that okay to say?
Yeah.
My ex-girlfriend used to call me little meat.
No.
Yeah. I keep eating like this so I can see. Can you try to be taller? I'm gonna hurt my back. But next we're gonna try the tamale I've never tried before. We just saw it in the factory. Let's try it now.
Yes.
Get me! Boom, and that is our video for today. Huge thank you over here to Caroline. Wow, should we shake hands?
Yeah, sure, thank you.
Guys, you can check out Caroline on her Instagram. Follow her, see what she's up to, and gentlemen, polite DMs only. Guys, that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. How big is that